I'm Imanuel Sparks Gotlieb, born in Walvis Bay 58 years ago. And I start as normal as young boys, we start playing street soccer, which was very competitive. And we formed junior teams in Walvis Bay. We formed a team called Amazulu. We compete against young Blue Waters. We move on as we grow up and we form Iwisa. So Iwisa, it was also very competitive, lot of talent. We team up with the likes of Harari, Simpson, Ule Benson, and Webster. So I further my studies, we went to Colin Foundation in Arandes. They play for a first team. And from there, after 2 years at Colin, I moved on to Belvichia Secondary School in Corijas, where I represent my school with dignity. After Belvichia, we went up to Aya Secondary School at Uis, Petres Canet. And while I at Petres Canet playing for the first team, at the same time I represent my country, Namibia, at the senior level, play against the likes of Bushbacks here in Windhoek. From there, my talent was noticed and I was called up at after independence and before independence. I represent my country many times against Mauritius. At 1990, Namibia independence, I represent my country also against Zimbabwe. So at club level, I went from Iwisa, I went to play for 11 Arrows. I started as a defender and I was converted later to a goalkeeper. So I never looked back again. I make my jersey number 1 my own. From there, I was invited to join Orlando Pirates in the City of Light, and we were the first Namibian team to play abroad in Angola. I come back, I didn't stay long there with the Buccaneers. I went back, rejoined my team 11 Arrows, which later, with a misunderstanding, I jumped ship, joined Blue Waters, and in this way I retired. After retiring, I took up a coaching job. I was a goalkeeper coach, and became the first Namibian to coach in South Africa, professional setup. First I was with Black Leopards, and later on moved to Maritzburg United. Unfortunately, my career was shortcut by injuries. I tore my Achilles tendon, come back to Namibia, continue to do a goalkeeper coaching job with African Stars, where I won several silverwares. At the moment, I own my football academy called Imanuel Sparks Goalkeeper School of Excellence, which we are progressing well. So, was born in Walvis Bay, grown up in Walvis Bay, Kusepmond location. And I started early as a young boy, 7 years. I want people to remember me as a first Namibian pre-independent Namibia goalkeeper, national goalkeeper. I want the people to remember me as a first Namibian goalkeeper coach in South Africa, professional setup. My first senior team was the Namibia Invitation team, which we play against Bushbacks.
It was
1986. If I'm not,
Currently against Bushcats.
yeah. But Professor Forte so. En die A-team met moest 10 die gespeeld. Er was moest 2 games. Dus die B-span 10 Harold goed gespeeld. The A-team was like it's 86. But 11 arrows 1982.
82 still as a defender?
No, as a goalkeeper. Because the 11 arrows management noticed that it will be in the team best interest to
have you as a goalkeeper.
To have me as a goalkeeper.
But how did you know that you can keep going?
I was versatile. So the training sometimes I take didn't last long. Rejoin 11 arrows again. Where I got a lucrative offer from Blue Waters by joining them in 1996. 96, when we won the league. It's my first attempt at Blue Waters. Then from there I joined 11 arrows again.
It was also, the rivalry between Blue Waters and 11 arrows. How was the situation at home?
It was very tense, and it was no one could believe it, and I make a lot of enemies.
The people from 11 arrows.
People from 11 arrows couldn't accept it.
Yeah.
Then from there I joined 11 arrows again.
It was also, the rivalry between Blue Waters and 11 arrows. How was the situation at home?
It was very tense, and it was no one could believe it, and I make a lot of enemies.
The people from 11 arrows.
People from 11 arrows couldn't accept it.
Yeah.
So. But I didn't regret the move, because I was offered a lot, including a permanent job. 11 arrows, we won a lot of tournaments, knockout tournaments. We won the GPS Cup, which is still today with 11 arrows. That's the last year.
It was the last.
And we won a lot of knockout tournaments. Metropolitan with the top 8 11 arrows tournaments.
Metropolitan as well.
Yeah, we lost Metropolitan. We lost. We were losing finals against Pirates and Tigers, I think. I've seen a lot of games.
Yeah.
But one in particular was a game we play against the Metropolitan quarter-final against African Lions for Ochuarongo. Which everything was on my shoulder. What happened was we were leading 3-1 against African Lions, and African Lions come back and make it 3-3. And in dying minutes, we play an offside trap, and the offside trap was not given.
Yeah.
And it was the dying minutes, and one of the African Lions players come one-on-one with me. That was really a moment I never forget. So there was no way that we can lose against African Lions, and I have to make a save to force the team to force the game into penalties, which I did, and eventually went on to win the game on penalties, where I saved 3 penalties. I was agile and very aggressive. Very aggressive in the sense that I could read the game well.
And you also played to the gallery to impress the crowd a little.
Was one of my motivation factors to do extra or something ordinary to please the crowd. Please the crowd and the selectors. I was agile and very aggressive. Very aggressive in the sense that I could read the game well.
And you also played to the gallery to impress the crowd a little.
Was one of my motivation factors to do extra or something ordinary to please the crowd. To please the crowd and the selectors.
Okay, after independence, you also have a history of the national team.
Yes. Unfortunately, we were beaten by Zimbabwe over 2-0 during the independence celebrations, where I was a sole goalkeeper without a reserve because the coaches deemed it not necessary to have a reserve goalkeeper. Yeah. Where the rest of the goalkeepers like Ries Norkie them was taken to the second B team first.
So when you say that it was 2 legs, was it on Saturday and Sunday?
Yes, we play. I remember we play Saturday, the 21st, and Sunday again against a repeat game.
So you lost both?
We lost both. Yeah. Saturday we lost.
Big scorings.
Yeah, big scoring. Saturday was 4-1 or 4-0. But Sunday was better. See, the score was not so like. That Zimbabwe team was very good now.
Yeah,
Agent Savu Kute, Agent Savu and
So, but you also didn't you go with Eros also to Lesotho?
Yeah, we after winning the league, we represent Namibia in the Africa Champions League.
Is it that the first team you played, was it that Arsenal team from Lesotho?
Yeah, Arsenal. We play Arsenal first. We went to Botswana, was playing friendlies.
Yeah.
Then we play Arsenal. Yeah, we play Arsenal.
But I think Eros was the first Namibian team to play in the Africa. Not Eros, not Pirates.
Pirates was a friendly match.
Yeah.
Spirit.
Yeah.
But they claim that Tigers or what was the first who was to play what?
Tigers the first.
I think they claim like this.
I remember very well Eros.
I know we play Arsenal home and away, yes. And even when we first before that we went to play Botswana like a warm up to the Champions League most. Play some games there against Botswana Defence Force what.
So Arsenal, what happened?
Arsenal, we lost it in Lesotho. Maseru, we lost 3-1 or 2-1 or so. Then second leg, Ronnie came in. Ronnie was the one who was was in goals the second leg in Windhoek. And we lost 1-0. 1-0, something like that.
So at the club level, those are the only Africa Cup
Yeah, club level.
that you played there.
Yeah, club level, 11 arrows. Blue Water was supposed to play even Champions League, but now Coco them was like, it was world, you can't take arrows to what. He said, okay, ik heb dan liga gewinnen met die span. He said, okay, nee man. So kom ik hier gegaan het ook.
So now, but to South Africa, you only went to coaching, not to play.
Yeah, I was supposed to go with Jomo Sono, that independent 1990. Jomo invited me to join Jomo Cosmos, but due to political situation at home, I refused.
What year was it?
1990. 1990. Jomo basically they take me with. And I think that time, if you are linked with South Africa, it was the belief. It was to make us believe most. When you are linked with South Africa, then the very power to distract us. Which I regret, man. Which I regret.
When did you retire, Sparks?
I retired 2011. I went back most to play. I retired 2000 what was it? 2008, 9. To retire.
So, against which countries did you play for Namibia?
We play against Mauritius. We play Zimbabwe. But ik heb nog gespeeld daar.
You never played for the junior national team?
What happened is, I went to school most in Korihas.
Then you are now
that thing was we were out of
everything.
Yes,
Everything was just happening in Windhoek.
in Windhoek, yeah. Everything was happening in Windhoek. That going that side, I really cut everything.
So now you will say that when you turned down the offer from Jomo to join him in South Africa, it is your biggest regret in football.
Biggest regret was that one. Yes, I'm married with children.
You are married to?
I'm married to Maureen. Ik wil dat je denkt, misschien die twee, I'm married twice most. So, en ik denk, ik ga dat we zoeken dat je eerst en nog eens.
Okay, you were first married to?
I was first married to Maria.
From where is he?
Maria is from Ondangwa.
From Ondangwa.
Ondangwa, she can do wrong.
Why did you remarry them?
Didn't work out. She divorced and I remarried.
And then you remarried. When can you remember the year that you married for the first time?
The first time was 2002. Was not the second one. 2002. As in Ophelia referred.
4 years back.
4 years back.
Okay.
Oh, same after 5 years back or so. Yeah, the space.
Yeah. So how many children do you have?
I have 9 children. 9 children. 4 girls, 5 girls and 4 boys.
5?
5 girls and 4 sons. Maar dan moet ons misschien ook die 2 van die vrouwen in de groep moest. Dan is het 6 girls and 5 sons. First in the morning, I do some stretchings.
So you still exercise?
Yeah, I do some stretchings. And I operated public transport.
So what time do you start?
I start at 4 in the morning. I start at 4 in the morning.
Then you have to take your children also to school.
I have to take my children to school. Yeah, so far I was asking some of the guys to come and assist, help out, but once I said, kom, volgens goed in, wie goed in. Ik zal komen. You get me? If there is no sponsor, what the guys look like, what is there? So I even charged them, call everyone. Woody was.
You are operating without a sponsor?
Yeah, we are operating without the sponsor so far, which is very, very challenging.
Yeah.
I put in most of the places I put in some proposals which we are still waiting positive response. But we got some help of some assistance from individuals. Maybe we can put in buy flowers, balls and also. I must pay the field rent. I realized that it was time to plow back, and what I saw the lack of development, youth development in the country. I decided to start with the academy so that we can produce and mentor and develop our youth players.
Future stars.
Future stars, yes.
So you will say the biggest challenge is you are facing at the moment is that the lack of sponsors.
The lack of sponsors, because most of our players or our students, what you call it, came from very poor background. So they even struggle to buy shoes. So even paying for the registration fee for the so it's not forthcoming. So I went to India, I went to Malaysia, I give them.
So you're still waiting for the response.
Yes, I give a lot of proposals to some embassies. Those 2 embassies I give. I think China I forward. Then even Standard Bank. There's this member I called her, she didn't answer. Even these guys like Amos Shikuya, most of the things the Osman, I don't know, maybe the goalkeeping I was done. It's why I don't play these social games and these things, because people, I make a lot of enemies because of my heroism in the goalkeeping. Most of the people I don't know is that till today, everyone is like, that's Sparks. I was a goalkeeper coach was the national goalkeeper coach under Max Johnson. And I coach also African Stars, where we won a lot of I was also a national goalkeeper coach under Bobby also. Under Bobby. Bobby national